Hey folks, figured I'd do another installment of the Mad Vlog Fisher. Hey, I got it right this time. I guess this is the eighth episode, if you want to call it that. I'm going to finish up my stuff with Nationwide Championship Wrestling with this one. Some of my more favorite matches. Starting with, I think one of my favorite matches was the Memorial Day show we did in the Tipton's parking lot with the Memorial Day after we were in the parade and whatnot. It rained, but I think Joe and I had a decent match. I think only because I walked him. It was probably one of his better matches because he wrestled me, so I could lead him through a good match. I think one of my favorite matches was myself and Moonshine Willie tagging in Latham, the Buzzards, against Midnight Rider and Captain Attack. That was one of my more fun matches. Even though it was a learning experience, one of my favorite matches was my debut match when I wrestled Flying Brian Pillman in Elmwood. He beat me, but how often do you get to wrestle someone who was a superstar like he was, both in the wrestling world? He also was a former Cincinnati Bengal. Later on, I think my tag team match with the Wanderer, where we took on Joe Powers and the Golden Boy and Ironton, or outside Ironton, at one of the Rock Hill Elementaries. That was one of my favorite matches. I would say probably myself and Corporal Punishment in Canova at the CK1 Memorial in Canova, West Virginia. only because I stopped and watched the Norfolk Southern train go by. My dad yelling, "Forget about the train, dummy, worry about your ass." Trying to remember. I know one of the better matches that comes to mind was when myself and Purple Passion. Something I didn't think about when I was doing my injuries. Myself and Purple Passion, we took on the NCW Tag Team Champs, Midnight Rider and LA Wild One in Portsmouth. That was the one where I took the top rope suplex. This is when we were doing top rope suplexes before anybody else. I think it was probably even a year or two before you started seeing it in NWA or WCW, whatever they were calling themselves at the time, or WWF, where we were both coming off the top turnbuckle. I remember that match that we'd broken some of the plywood flooring, some of the boards underneath, and basically the center of the ring was almost a hole. It was almost like a hole there with the broken lumber and whatnot. And he brought me down, and when I landed, I basically landed in the hole and knocked the wind out of me, And watching the footage, it took me a little bit before I was able to kind of move around and get up, because it knocked the wind out of me. I don't think I had a concussion. I do know that they had the Thunderstorm match after that with Moonshine Willie and Savage Renegade. That was where they took the ropes, all the ropes off the ring. It was basically the ring itself with the four posts with no ropes. Everybody had the belts, had belts like leather straps. I remember getting choked out by Joe Harley. I guess he didn't realize where his belt was placed around my throat. It was short of passing out there. Did take some chair shots from Renegade. I guess he was kind of pissed the way things went on, so he was kind of taking out on everybody. The tag match where Wanderer and myself, we defended against Powers and the Golden Boy. That was pretty fun, because I think Jimmy Valiant was there that night. Rolling Thunder. So I know Joe Powers and somebody else they were double teaming on. I guess they kind of ambushed, or he rolled in. Thunder was facing LA Wild One, and no, he was facing Savage Renegade, and Renegade was about to get pinned. Powers came in and he did a 2-on-1. I came in, saved Rolling Thunder, and then we challenged him for a tag team match that was at the Ironton Middle School the next month. We had a full house there, probably 125 people. And it was a small room. So, and then going to Roanoke was fun. Then we had basically what was the end of the company, as most of us knew it. They had the 6-day stretch over New Year's and in the first few days of the new year of '91. And we had, I faced Mongo the Mongolian at the Armory in Ironton. And then the last 3 nights was Newark, Oak Hill, and Lucasville. I faced the Bounty Hunter all 3 nights in one. The last night, the ring was broken, so we couldn't really run the ropes. It was a sloppy night. I mean, the only good thing was about 600 people. The ending of the night wasn't very good. I'm not going to go into that, but basically it led most of us to leave NCW after that night, and most of us went and signed with Tri-State the next month in Ashland, Kentucky. So, sorry, a little dry throat there. So yeah, that basically takes my career up to January '91. Pretty much all my time through Nationwide Championship Wrestling. Held the tag titles. Never got a shot to hold the heavyweight title. I mean, I had shots for the title. I just never won it. A lot of people thought that I should have, because I was one of the longest running people. With the fact that I was the longest, because I was there from the beginning till at that point. Nobody else was there as long as I was. But all right, this is gonna be a little longer video. All right, everybody have a good day, and we'll get this one posted here soon. Thank you.